Step into a time machine with me, beauty enthusiasts, as we journey back to the enchanting era of old Hollywood in the 1950s. Are you ready to unlock the timeless beauty secrets that made stars like Marilyn Monroe and Audrey Hepburn iconic? Well, you're in for a treat. Stay tuned as I reveal the glamour, elegance, and magic of 1950s old Hollywood beauty secrets.
And now, a message from our sponsor.
And thank you, Dossier, for sponsoring this video. And Dossier reproduces classic, high-end luxury scents at a fraction of the price, keeping the exact same high quality by cutting all the expenses and the infamous brand tax. And they have a risk-free system allowing customers to try the perfumes before committing to them. And I love the perfume because it's affordable. Any scent is $39, while the similar designer scent can be up to $200 to $300. And Dossier has a welcome offer, which is 20% off the website, and you can get up to 30% off for your first order. And I have an extra promo code, which gives you a bonus 5% off on top of the 30. And this one is in the pinned comment and description box. And the code is Laura Jane Atelier 5. So I'm going to show you the 3 items that I got this time. I want to try something different. So I got a candle, which I'm super excited about. This is a Star of Anise candle, and it's inspired by Dior's Savage, and it has bergamot, pepper, Star of Anise, lavender, nutmeg, geranium, patchouli, amber, and velvet. And the candle is really big, and I love the smell of it. I'm so excited. And then I got a perfume. This one is a floral ylang ylang perfume, and this one is inspired by Gabrielle Chanel. And this one has grapefruit, blackberry, ylang ylang, jasmine. This one's really fruity and fresh. I really like it. And then I got some scented diffuser sticks that I can put in my bathroom or like my living room, and they kind of have scent that kind of continues on, and this is good if you don't want to light a candle. Let me know in the comments below if you tried Dossier, and don't forget to use the promo code Laura Jane Atelier 5, and that will be in the pinned comment and description box. Alright, let's jump right back into the main video. The 1950s were a time of elegance, sophistication, and undeniable star power. It was an era where beauty wasn't just a look, it was an art form. Today, I am about to dive into the fascinating world of those iconic beauty rituals and tips that left everyone in awe. In the 1950s, several iconic beauty brands emerged and gained popularity. These brands offered a range of products that catered to the beauty standards and trends of that era. Some of the notable beauty brands from the 1950s include Revlon, and Revlon was founded in 1932, and it was a major player in the cosmetics industry during the 1950s. They were known for their nail polishes, lipsticks, and other makeup products. And next we have Max Factor, and Max Factor was a well-known brand for its foundations and other makeup products. It played a significant role in creating the glamorous Hollywood look of the 1950s. And another popular brand was Coty, and Coty was famous for its fragrances and cosmetics. They produced a variety of perfumes and makeup items that were popular during the decade. Elizabeth Arden was also a very popular brand in the 1950s, and they offered a wide range of skincare and makeup products. The brand's Red Door salons were popular for women seeking beauty treatments. Helena Rubinstein was also popular, and she was known for her innovative skincare and beauty products. She was a pioneer in the cosmetics industry and created popular items during the 1950s. And next we have Maybelline, and Maybelline was a budget-friendly brand that primarily focused on eye makeup products, especially mascara. Their Great Lash Mascara became an iconic product. Avon was also a super popular product in the 1950s, and they were known for their direct sales approach, where representatives sold products door to door, and they offered an array of cosmetics and skincare. Yardley of London was also popular, and they were famous for its fragrances, soaps, and cosmetics. Their products were favored for their floral scents and packaging. Tangy was also a popular brand in the 50s, known for its color-changing lipsticks that adapted to an individual's lip color. And you can actually buy Tangy at the Vermont Country Store. I bought the lip changing color. It's actually really cool. It looks orange and then it goes to a nice pinkish hue. And Pond's was also iconic in the 1950s and super well known, especially for its cold creams and vanishing creams. These beauty brands played a significant role in shaping the beauty and fashion trends of the 1950s, reflecting the post-war era's emphasis on glamour and sophistication. And now let's talk about skincare. Our journey begins with the foundation of any beauty routine, skincare. In the 1950s, achieving that flawless complexion was all the rage. What were the secrets to perfect skin? A daily cleansing routine was essential, using mild soap and water, but there was also a twist. Women in the 1950s loved their cold creams. Like I mentioned above, Pond's cold cream was super popular. So women would remove their makeup with cold cream, but a lot of people just used old-fashioned bar of soap. And cold cream was their go-to product for removing makeup and moisturizing the skin. It's a classic that still works wonders today. And now let's talk about makeup in the 1950s. The 50s were all about the classic, elegant look, and the 1950s is definitely one of my favorite decades for that old Hollywood beauty and glamour. And who is better to illustrate this look than obviously Marilyn Monroe? One of her beauty tricks was using a lip brush to create those luscious pouty lips with 5 different shades of red lipstick, and she believed that applying multiple shades and even topping it off with Vaseline gave her that perfect glossy finish. And she also used Vaseline as a highlighter on her face. And now let's talk about some 1950s hairstyles. And the 1950s were known for their glamorous hairstyles, that perfectly coiffed look, often with pin-up curls or victory rolls. Hollywood starlets like Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly made their mark with elegant updos and bouffant hairstyles. And I love Grace Kelly in Rear Window. I feel like she is like the classic, iconic 1950s movie star in that movie. And you can achieve these looks today with the help of some good old-fashioned hair rollers and a teasing comb. And when it comes to fragrances, I do love the 1950s for that. And there's so many different ones that were popular in the 50s. Some classic ones including Taboo by Dana, Joy by Jean Patou, and Femme by Marcel Rochas were some favorites from that decade. There's so many more to cover. I'll probably do a separate perfume video for that. So if you want to try some of these 1950s fragrances, they are still available today. And now let's jump into old Hollywood in the 1950s. Shimmering crimson lips, the iconic Max Factor, pancake foundation, dainty powder applicators, radiant gold makeup compacts, and gem-adored lipstick cases. The era of old Hollywood was practically drenched in elegance. Those enchanting silver screen divas didn't just illuminate the cinema, they also became connoisseurs of beauty, gaining hands-on knowledge from experts in the film industry, ranging from makeup and hairstyles to lighting specialists. And I'm excited to share these beauty insights, clever techniques, and enchanting tales from some of the most legendary leading ladies of old Hollywood during the 1950s. So let's talk about Audrey Hepburn first. In Audrey Hepburn's initial leading role in Roman Holiday in 1953, her makeup artist Albert de Rossi brought attention to Audrey's enchanting doe eyes by meticulously separating each eyelash using a safety pin after applying mascara to fix clumps. Audrey Hepburn was so impressed by his work that she specifically requested him as her primary makeup artist for future films, along with his wife as her hairstylist. The connection between Audrey Hepburn and designer Givenchy has become legendary. In 1957, Givenchy introduced La Air de Tea, a delicate floral fragrance that featured Audrey as this inspiration, and it actually means forbidden, with notes of iris and violet. And I love this perfume. You can get it now, but it's a different version. It's a modernized version. However, Audrey's husband, Mel Ferrer, expressed his displeasure, noting that Audrey wasn't receiving any royalties for Givenchy's use of her image. Audrey herself wasn't concerned, saying, "I don't expect anything from Givenchy. Yes, I even want to go to the regular store and purchase the perfume at its standard retail price." Audrey Hepburn also favored other fragrances, including Joy by Jean Patou, Femme by Marcel Rochas, and English Pomade 19. So I mentioned above that those were popular perfumes in the 1950s, and Audrey Hepburn was a fan of some of those ones I previously mentioned. And besides her captivating eyes, Audrey is is famously linked to an iconic moment involving lipstick and breakfast at Tiffany's in 1961, as Holly Golightly's Audrey Hepburn sits in a cab elegantly reapplying a peachy pink lip color while receiving distressing news. This scene is pivotal in the film's narrative, and it has sparked intense speculation about the specific lipstick brand used. A handful of insiders possess this knowledge but prefer to keep it a well-guarded secret. Thus, the key to Audrey's flawless peach lips remain elusive for now, and apparently Lisa Eldridge bought the lipstick and actually knows which one it is, but she's keeping it top secret. Until the mystery is unraveled, those seeking a similar look can turn to Revlon's Pink in the Afternoon, which is a really nice pink. It doesn't have the corally tone. And this charming medium tone pink shade was actually created for Audrey in the 80s when she became the Revlon ambassador. Fortunately, Pink in the Afternoon is still available today at most drugstores, allowing others to capture a bit of Audrey's timeless allure. And I do like this one. It's really easy to wear during the day. It's like a nice kind of shimmery light pink. And next we have Dorothy Dandridge. And Dorothy Dandridge achieved a historic milestone in 1954 when she became the first Black woman to receive an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress for her role in Carmen Jones. However, her path to securing the iconic role was far from certain. During her initial audition with the director and producer Otto, he remarked that Dorothy was a stunning butterfly but not Carmen. Dorothy was determined to prove herself and requested a second opportunity. For her second edition, Dorothy took matters into her own hands. She rushed to Max Factor Studios and meticulously prepared her appearance, applying a bold lipstick and crafting spit curls around her face. Transformed into the character, she arrived for her second edition in full costume and makeup. This time, when Otto saw her, he was taken aback and exclaimed, "My God, it's Carmen." Regarding Dorothy's signature fragrance, it is reported that Dorothy had a preference for Taboo by Dana, and Taboo is described as a warm, spicy perfume with notes of orange, coriander, cloves, and jasmine. Dorothy exhibited true professionalism, diligently acquiring insights into the industry and grasping the significance of lighting, camera angles, and makeup to achieve both dramatic impact and star quality, as described in Donald Boggle's biography of her. When working on the films Bright Road 1953 and It Remains to Be Seen 1953, Dorothy collaborated with renowned celebrity hairstylist Sydney Gilaroff to craft her on-screen appearance. We would then capture photographs and Dorothy would take them to the new studio, illustrating that this was precisely how she wished to be portrayed. However, off the film set, Dandridge confessed her preference for a more natural appearance, opting for a fresh face with only a slight enhancement of her eyebrows and adorning colorful bandanas in her hair. And next we have Marilyn Monroe. One of the most iconic beauty figures of the 1950s is Marilyn Monroe, renowned for her golden blonde hair and lustrous lips. Fortunately, Marilyn's beauty routine has been extensively documented, and one of my favorite anecdotes about her comes from her sister, Bernice Baker Miracle. In her book, My Sister Marilyn, Bernice imparts makeup wisdom that Marilyn herself had shared with her, drawing from Marilyn's experiences as a model and actress. In a letter to Bernice, Marilyn elaborated on the enhancement of a lip brush and how to utilize various shades to achieve lip depth. And Marilyn said, using a tube, you can't manage the line. With a brush, you can apply 2 or 3 colors of shading. Start by outlining your lips with a darker shade, then add a lighter one for contouring. Marilyn typically finished her lips with a layer of Vaseline for a high gloss effect. Marilyn relied on lipsticks from brands like Coty, Max Factor, and Revlon, a contemporary alternative to Marilyn's preferred Revlon shade, Bachelor's Carnation, and Love That Red. And these are both stunning, cool-toned reds. And when Marilyn Monroe was captured in a photograph applying Chanel No. 5, it solidified the fragrance destiny. More than 7 decades later, the scent remains linked with the allure of old Hollywood and Marilyn's distinctive combination of vulnerability and sensuality. There was also an account when they asked about her sleepwear, Marilyn replied with the famous line, "I only wear Chanel No. 5. And there's also an audio clip of Marilyn saying this herself, so it's definitely true. And next we have Elizabeth Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was immersed in the world of studio glamour at a young age, spending her formative years on the MGM lot while establishing herself as a child star. According to Elizabeth, MGM was an incredibly exciting place to be. They were all there: Judy Garland, Lana Turner, Spencer Tracy, Hedy Lamarr, and she fondly recalls the delightful sweet scent of pancake makeup that the women adorned. Elizabeth's eyes were especially striking. Under certain lighting conditions, her blue eyes took a violet hue, and they were framed by a double row of eyelashes. Her friend and fellow child star, Roddy McDowall, once remarked, "Who possesses double eyelashes except a girl who's undeniably destined for the silver screen?" I feel like I wish I had double eyelashes. It seems like your eyes would just look so nice. In the iconic opening sequence of Butterfield 8, 1960, Elizabeth Taylor, portraying Gloria Wanderas, inscribes "No Sale" on a mirror using her pink lipstick. Ironically, Elizabeth herself had a strong dislike for the film, but the impact of this particular scene was undeniable. In fact, she used the scene to illustrate her distraction with the rest of the movie, stating, "While I was watching a rough cut, I approached the screen, took out a lipstick and wrote a 4-letter word on the screen." Rumors suggest that she revisited this scene on another occasion when she wrote "You Are Fantastic, Love" on the dressing room mirror of her on and off again love interest Richard Burton. Remarkably, Burton retained this message on his mirror throughout his entire stint in the play. The 1950s were truly an era of elegance, and the beauty seekers of that time continue to inspire us today. Whether it's the skincare routines, makeup tricks, vintage hairstyles, or classic fragrances, there's something enchanting about the way people embraced their beauty back then. And let me know in the comments below what you love about the 1950s, or do you have another decade that you love more? Let me know, and if you want me to do another video about a different decade, let me know as well. And if I didn't mention any famous 1950s Hollywood movie stars, also let me know in the comments below. All right, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.